IDM or straight Trion intro?
Straight Trion.
All right.
Time for the straight Trion, formerly known as the Y train. It's just for the dogs. Congratulations. Every week we hit our contractual obligations. Let's go behind the paywall and talk that shit. We used to play porn till our YouTube got hit, but we still get crazy. Pull a seat up, living dangerous like shorts, trying to put the heat up. We talk pussy sillies inside radio, downstairs boy, upstairs radio. Yeah, honey Judy's so dick is shrinking, twisted teeth and margaritas we drinking. It doesn't matter, we say whatever we think up. Shorts is obsessed with a lady named Minka. So what's next? It's hard to know, but let's get into it, cause it's time to start the show. We get sized, very butt sized. In our penis, we get sized.
What up, everybody? Welcome to It Doesn't Matter podcast. Straight Trion, episode 95 with a special guest. I'm Chris Lingbach, Blue Shorts. To my left is Othman Boucher, Othello, and to our right is the great Jason Bishop, Fishbucks of the Sports Junkies. Welcome to the dog.
I love that. That intro song is awesome.
Oh, thanks, dude.
That is great.
That's an Othello original.
That is awesome, oh.
Well, dude, it's AI.
I know it's AI that rules the world, but I think that's awesome.
Isn't that crazy? I just like
It sounded like a band that my daughters listened to.
Yeah.
Except for not without those lyrics, of course.
We get sized.
Right.
It sounded like a band that Cakes and Shorts would go to.
For sure. I would see
It's
this band.
shortsy.
Yeah, man.
I would see this band in a heartbeat. So,
That was good. It's good to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Dude. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, it's good to see you boys. This is awesome since it was Shorts townhouse is 9 minutes from my house. That's perfecto.
Have you guys like bumped into each other at all since he moved here?
No, he doesn't go out anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
that's true. I sit right here in the basement all day long.
Yeah. I saw you walking one day right in front of the shopping center where Los Tos is and Parallel. You know, that shopping center where Parallel Wine Bar is. And
Oh, yeah, down the street.
yeah. So you were that was kind of a far walk for where you are now.
I've been, look, it's beach season coming up.
Yeah.
I could stand to lose like 20, maybe 40.
No, this was about 5 years ago.
All right. All right.
You were worse off back then.
I was
right?
definitely worse off back then.
You looked like you were just pondering life when you were walking. It was just you just looking at the sidewalk.
I probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go on like long power walks. I'm like an old lady.
I do the same thing, man.
Wait,
I
you
did
do
one-
that for real?
Yeah, I went on an 8-mile walk last week.
Wow.
Shit. Okay.
I didn't do it 8 miles, but I did it today with my wife. We did 45 minutes, and you would have thought I ran a half marathon. That's how sweaty I was.
Really?
Do you go on walks with your wife often? Or do you
Yeah.
go solo ever?
Never, not really. I mean, not unless she's sick over 2 or 3 days. But usually she and I will go for 45 minutes to an hour every day.
Damn,
That's
you guys
pretty
make me feel bad, dude. My wife she'll, oh, man, you want to go on a walk with me? And I'll be like,
Nah.
no, thanks.
You're not doing it.
Yeah, no chance. I mean, she goes out with our neighbor, a guy, not a guy, another mom. But I don't know. It just seems so like, what do you do during the walk?
You just talk, man. Just talk about life.
I know
Yeah.
that's the part he doesn't want to do.
You don't want to talk about life?
I mean,
Not with his wife.
Right, exactly.
well, who does? You know what I'm saying? Who does, dude?
I was hoping to meet your wife, Emily.
She's coming down later. I actually demanded that she come down and take a picture of us at the end. So
Oh, really?
yeah, she'll come down. Yeah,
Does she work from home?
most days. Yeah,
Oh, should I?
I mean, right now, we're like a couple months removed from having the baby, so
Right.
you know.
She's got a fat ass black Volvo out there in the driveway.
Oh,
Man.
I was like, "Where's he going with this?"
That's nice.
She got a fat ass. Let me
I don't
tell
know.
you.
Does she? I guess I'll find out.
Shorts has done well for himself.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like we got so much to catch you up on, dude.
All right.
Because I know you're a supporter, but you're not a listener of IDM. But
I don't listen to any podcast.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
I'm not a
a
podcast
fan.
guy.
JP stopped listening to us too, so that's
Oh, he did?
our connection to the junkies has dwindled down to
Has it?
just this 1 week we do every year.
I'm
but that's
good
okay.
as long as I can just drive over
That's-
here and do it.
Yeah, we love it. That's good enough for us. Yeah, we were talking about how we've revised the month of Junkies to a week of June keys just because we want to switch it up, but also, I mean, here's the thing: we're doing it with people that we can see in person this time around.
Okay.
So we're doing the bit season bit tomorrow.
Right.
Bit doesn't matter.
You're doing that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Where? Here?
Valdez's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
He's got like a new townhouse.
He's got a new place. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
he
awesome.
lives in Reston, I think, right? Or something like that.
I don't actually know where it is.
But yeah, we just wanted to do it differently, and maybe take a break from the yearly phone call to promote it because
That doesn't work out too
give
well.
people some time to forget about the last one. But it's okay.
Maybe about 5 more years.
Yeah,
Well, you could, whenever you want to call in and promote, man, you can do it.
I know, but like,
Especially in the summer when there's nothing going on, we just need to fill segments.
Well, it wasn't just the phone call that was bad, and that where I took it was terrible. Obviously, I just got lost with the idea of like, okay, this is FM radio, not podcast where
Right.
we can wild west.
Well, remind me what you said. I can't remember that phone
I don't
call.
think I should.
Okay, all right.
I don't think I
yeah,
should.
no sports, no politics.
But then Drab was like picking it apart afterwards, and he was like, "Shorts, what are you thinking? Like, here's how you do it: you call in, piggyback off of something they're already talking about, and then if you have a chance, work in your plug at the end."
Right.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know it was that.
He
easy,
He scolds a lot.
I know,
He scolds us all the time.
dude. I worked under him as the assistant producer for LeVar and Duke.
Yeah, he scolded you.
Yeah, every week.
He goes nuts, man.
Yeah, dude,
I try and get in there, do my shit, and get the hell out.
He's good at getting the room to be against you.
Yeah, he is good at that.
Yeah, but we love him. We're gonna see him tomorrow. He's bringing his kids too. Which
Oh, he's bringing his girls?
yeah,
Oh,
that'll
cool.
be cool.
Are you bringing your girls?
Nah,
That'll be
too
romper
much,
room,
dude.
man.
We try to do one episode with Shorts holding his baby, and well, he didn't tell us that he was going to do it, and I was doing it from my house,
Right.
and he turns on the camera and he's holding his baby. He's like, surprise, and everyone's like, oh, awesome. And then within 3 minutes, after all the screams and cries, they're like, okay, get her off the fucking show, please.
Right.
But she was just wailing the whole time, and the quick backstory was I didn't exactly have any say in the matter. It was one of those last minute arrangements, so we got caught with their pants down. So there you
I
go.
feel like that's the first issue that we got to talk to Jason about.
Well, I can't believe all of us have only girls,
yeah, that's wild.
including Drabby.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7 girls. Am I doing the math right? Yeah, 7 girls between the 4 of us.
We're raising the next generation of world leaders.
Well, what's funny is the guys give me shit on the show. My girls are 20. Well, my daughter turns 24 tomorrow, my oldest, 24 and 21. And the guys give me shit about just kind of tracking where they are on the 360. If it's a Friday night and I'm usually in bed by, call it 9 o'clock, my daughter lives in Arlington, so I'm tracking her to see where she is.
Yeah.
And if she's, it's 1:45 and she's not home yet, I'm like, okay. And I'll text her, hey, what are you doing? Everything okay? Oh, hell yeah. But what I'm saying is I do this now because you 3 don't know the deal yet. When your girls are 21 and 23 and they're living in the city or wherever they're living, you'll be doing the same thing. I tell fathers that all the time who have young kids, especially daughters. With all the predators that are out there, believe me, you'll be doing the same fucking thing.
I can't really I can't criticize your tactics because I know it comes from a place of like fatherly love and like looking after your daughters and stuff like that.
Yeah. Just kind of making sure they're okay. Once she's home, I'm good.
Wait, was it a fight to get the location shared with you? Or
not at all.
Was it just
they were good with that?
Was it a conversation where it had to be shared with you and you had to convince them, or was it just like that? And then you were like, hey, by the way, I see where you're at right now.
I can't. It's been since high school, so I guess it's like that.
Because I'm such a pussy with my girls already. Like,
yeah, but they're only 5 and 3.
I know. I just can't imagine a scenario where I stand up to them and like tell them to do something that they're unhappy with.
You know what? When my girls are 5 and 3, I probably would have said the same thing.
Really? Okay. All
but
right,
when your girls are 15 and 13
Yeah.
or 17 and 15, you will.
it's a different story.
It's a different story.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So I try and tell all younger fathers, especially with girls, that, man, you can't fuck around. You've got to make sure they got to be safe wherever they are. You got to know where they are, know what kind of people they're hanging out with. because boys, they can handle themselves for the most part. But that's why the guys always give me shit. But they all have at least one son. They don't have just girls.
Yeah.
Just girls, it's hard, man.
I know, dude.
And especially when they go away to college, forget about it.
Especially when you're like, I mean, I obviously haven't experienced this yet, but I imagine it's going to drive me crazy when you're walking around like at a public event with them and you catch like some dudes eyeing them.
Oh, I've seen it, dude. I've seen it a million times.
Oh my God.
Does your blood just boil?
Nah, because if they weren't looking at them, that means they were fat and ugly.
That's true.
And I'm good with that. They're not fat and ugly. They're good looking girls. So that's good. But you just worry about if you weren't there and they're in a bar and they're at the bar and someone drops a freaking roofie in their glass, and who knows what's going to happen. So I don't know. We're getting too serious here, but you guys will be the same way when your girls are my age, or my daughter's age.
Of course, dude. Of course. I mean, I feel like we got to catch them up to speed on like how great life is going for you right now. How awesome. You guys were spitballing a little bit about your unemployment and how he might be able to help you out.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I recently just redid my resume. And by recently, I mean this weekend,
right?
Because I realized that I don't know, 6 months or so ago, the resume that I made that I was sending out to everybody, I carefully read through it. I had some service help me like piece it together and then use ChatGPT to like spice up some of the lines.
Right.
And it was like there was ludicrous lines in there. Like it was like, yes, powerful commander of robust energies and technologies, and
stuff that doesn't make sense.
Leading the charge in a new generation. And I was like, what the fuck? This is what I've been sending out to people.
Right. Of course they weren't going to hire you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm kind of split between, I did construction for a year or so, like project management-ish type of job for an independent contractor. But dude, those guys,
he managed the Mexicans is what he did. When he
well,
did
I mean,
construction, he was the
you were on top of
between the client and the Mexicans,
But I know this, I can't swing a shovel all day. Do you swing a shovel?
No.
A pickaxe. I can't do that. I'm just not cut out for it. At almost 40, I think I'm 38 now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too late in life.
So you need to be in an office or at home.
Or just, running operations.
Right.
It just sucks because like you look at shorts and you're like, this dude was meant to do bits.
That's I mean? Right.
Like you don't want to put him in a cubicle and have him type up spreadsheets and stuff like that. Like
true.
That is not what he was.
But he also needs to make money. He's got a college education to pay for in a few years.
Well,
and you better start paying for that now. Start dumping now. I guess your wife Emily's probably doing that now.
Yeah.
But you better start pumping money in it because by the time your kids are in college, it's going to be triple what I paid.
Well, I hope she's doing it because I know I'm not.
I know you're not. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to find a nice landing spot. I do want to get back to the social media, but you touched on it. You're right. It's like I'm at a crossroads right now where I do just want to be bits, but I'm almost 40 and I don't have the time to commit to like all the energy that it takes to like plan out bits and actually getting out and shooting them and doing all that stuff. I just, I need to make just enough money to coast by or float by for a little while. So
does Emily get on your ass about that?
Oh yeah, dude.
Chris, you need a freaking job.
Like
first of all,
a 9 to 5.
Her name because
I'm sorry.
She's she who shall not be named on the show.
Sorry, Em. Sorry.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
No, it's going behind the paywall.
Yeah, you're right.
But,
no.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama. You know what I mean around the Lingbach household.
The truth is, she just wants me to get my ass in gear. Yeah, I've been got a couple interviews next week for social media stuff. So
okay, all right, it's good.
We'll see how it works out.
It sucks because I mean I'm not trying to put your business out on the street, but she makes a pretty decent. She makes like kind of junkies money, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
And he makes
he makes zero.
He drives Lyft, basically.
Right.
So he doesn't really have a lot of he doesn't have a lot of pull around here.
Right. She runs the show.
Yeah. So
does she let you do anything? Or she just order you around?
No comment.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to meet her. That's gonna be so funny. What about O's wife?
She's cool. I mean, I've done a lot of things to make her not trust me and want to leave me, and she's still with me.
She's still with you.
Yeah. So I try to follow her rules. She recently told me that she doesn't want me drinking here anymore. Cheers, boy.
Did she really?
No, I told
Are
her
you
it's a
being?
special
You're not
occasion.
being serious.
No. I mean, I came home one time. You probably experienced this when you were younger, but you ever have like your wife try to? I'll come home and I'll literally have had a drink and a half.
Right.
And she'll be like, "Why are you acting weird?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm not acting weird." And she'll be like, "No, you wouldn't have said that if you were being normal."
How much have you had to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell her, and then she's like, "No," and then the whole night is just.
She didn't trust you.
Yeah. So they just establish in their mind that it's this way. And
I totally agree. I mean, that's happened before. That happened a couple of days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
You still deal with it?
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No,
Just trying to make me feel better.
he runs
about
the
it.
show.
He's
Yeah.
like,
No, but I know where you're because that has happened before.
Yeah.
Sometimes you come on, you just you're a little tipsy and you're acting a little different, and they think you've had 8 beers and not 3.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You're
You'll
out
get
of
through it.
control. It's like, no, I'm just trying to have a little bit of, But anyways,
I don't know. We're in a changing world these days. I mean, the women in our lives run our lives. Our wives run our lives.
to a certain, I mean, I feel like I get away with my whole time dating her. I've been like, hey, I can't hang out this weekend because I got to do a prank video with blue shorts.
Right.
So I've been for like 20 years. She's watching the kids by herself while I'm doing this. So I give her a little bit of props for putting up with that.
Yeah, what's going to happen when your kids are older and they're playing sports, or like maybe I don't know if they're going to swim team or they're playing soccer or they're playing softball, and you're going to have 0 time to go out and do your own thing because that day's coming, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that's what I feel like now.
Yeah, I mean your daughter's 5 months.
Yeah, I'm like a stay-at-home dad right now.
Right.
I mean, I just watch the baby all day. That's my everyday, and then I go out and try to make money at night, and then start all over the next day. So,
the challenge is to make bits also be what brings in the money,
right?
You guys figure that out. Well, I mean, it's probably not like that now for you, but it was
back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, we just kind of tried to focus on the show for the most part, and we didn't do a lot of outside the show bits, so to speak. I mean, we did shows.
I don't mean bits. I mean doing shit you enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah.
But I mean, we would do shit. We would do the weekend shows at bars, the sundress silly parties, and the spring break parties. But those, man, they died off quick, especially when we started working mornings. When we were doing nights, we would have appearances after the show at bars in DC.
Oh, really?
Oh, we would. Yeah. So we would get off the air at 10. We were down at a bar at 11.
Damn, dude.
11 to 1. Maybe it was even later than that. I can't remember what our show hours were back then, but we would. Yeah, I mean, we were in our 30s though, so we could just do whatever.
Were you married?
Oh yeah.
Did you get bitter when you would?
Did I get bitter?
Did your wife get bitter?
Well, it was your job.
It was my job, but I don't. She probably did.
Yeah,
I mean, she didn't accuse me of anything.
Right.
But there's no way she enjoyed me going out to DC after work.
Yeah.
On a freaking Wednesday night.
Of course.
Yeah. Right.
Who's gonna be?
How old were you when you had your kids? Your first daughter?
So my daughter will be 24, and so I'm 55. So 31 and 33.
So was there a point where you're like 31, brand new father for the first time, and you're out at like Adams Morgan doing like late night bar parties and shit like that?
Oh yeah. When are you coming home?
Whenever I goddamn feel like it.
Honey, I'm working.
You can't say that. You're supposed to act like you want to be.
Honey, I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make money to pay the mortgage.
I'm doing this for you.
Yeah. And I'm doing shots.
I don't even want to be here right now. The guys, they made me do it. They
made me come here.
Yeah.
They twisted my arm.
I tried to tell them.
EB made me come here. No, but those were the days. But I mean, we were getting paid though, man. They were paying us to go out there.
Dude, I mean, we talk about it probably way too much on this show. But if Shorts and I just stuck to what we wanted to do when we were, when we were 20-something-year-olds at the station, where we were doing YouTube videos, prank videos, and shit like that, we would have been if we just stuck with that.
Yeah, you'd be millionaires.
Yeah, but
No, you botched it.
how long? How long?
So bad.
You botched
Good
it.
thing we get more than one life, right?
Yeah, good thing we're trying to do it now that we're almost 40. How long did it take you guys to start like making money when you started doing the junks?
What kind of money?
I don't know, like money where you don't have to like worry about
Six figures money, or just
just like
bigger than that?
Do I have to get another job? Or
I never felt like that. I never felt like I had to get another job.
oh, really? Okay.
Because when we first started, we were doing weekends, just weekends. I did have another job, but I didn't have kids yet.
What was that one again?
I was working for like a sports marketing firm.
Oh, okay.
And then I was also working for Reuters. Reuters used to be the news network.
Yeah. Like AP services.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then
REUTERS.
Yeah, they're based out of, I believe they're based out of England.
Okay.
But anyway, so I was doing that, but I never had a full-time job. And then I was doing weekends with the junks. But it happened pretty quick, man. Yeah. I mean, when they finally offered us the full-time job Monday through Friday, I was good. And I can't remember what our first contract was, but
like within a year they offered you that?
Yeah, I think it was within a year.
Yeah, see, that's
so I didn't have to go out and get a full-time job, as and also work the weekends with the junks. And I think my mom was helping me out too a little bit. But when I finally got a full-time salary, then that's when my wife and I got married, and then I put some money away, and then we bought the townhouse in Sterling, got married, bought the townhouse in Sterling, and then it just started to rock and roll. And I think our first contract was big enough that I said,
I'm good.
We're good. Yeah, I'm good. My wife didn't have to work. My wife was a school teacher before. Special ed school teacher.
Oh, cool.
But after she got pregnant with my oldest, she quit.
It's too much.
It was too much.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, it's just the world's changed so much. It changes so fast. But yeah, there are definitely days where I go, we should have just, because at the time, keep in mind, like us, when we were coming up with the radio station, it was basically right when it flipped from Guy Talk WJFK days to Sports Talk. So we were on very unsure footing trying to figure out, wait, are we Guy Talk guys or Sports Talk guys? And if we are Guy Talk guys, there's no place for us anymore, ever.
Right.
That's when we started like doing stuff on YouTube, and we would literally get made fun of by people at work. And we were like, we let them bully us into stop following our dream.
Right.
We sucked, dude.
You were softies. You were soft, man.
He's talking about Dukes.
Dukes killed you.
Drab too.
Oh, and Drabby too?
We love, we love
Dukes and Drabby killed you.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're going down another avenue, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been watching a little bit of WNBA. I'm not
more than me.
I'm not a huge fan, I'll be honest, but I am kind of curious if it's like this is a real thing long term, or if it's just kind of like a fad, because we've seen rumblings like this every like 10 years for basically 30 years of like the league's existence. And for that entire time, it's been in the red, and the NBA has been propping it up financially. But it seems like there's real traction here. And, I was driving through Baltimore like a month or so ago when the Indiana Fever, that's Caitlin Clark's team.
Yes.
We're playing the Mystics.
Right.
And it was right when the game was getting out. And there were thousands of people pouring into the street.
It was like a Wizards game. Well, probably more than a Wizards game.
Dude. And I was like, it's kind of shocking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it's got legs to like stick around, or is this just kind of like a thing that people are all jazzed up about?
I think it's got legs because Caitlin Clark is the most hated woman in the WNBA by the players.
Yeah.
Now all the fans love her, but the players hate her. So every time she goes on the court, she they want to fight her. So
she gets pushed around like crazy.
She does, and she fights it. I mean, it's not like she backs down. She'll talk a lot of shit, but
which is great to see.
The fact that the NBA is still backing it now means, hell, they're on freaking ABC. If Caitlin Clark's playing, and by the way, she hasn't been playing very well, and she just hurt her groin. She's going to be out for a few games.
Pause.
Yeah, exactly. But she, I think that it's probably going to stay this popular for a while, unless
because
unless she gets worse as a player.
Right.
Because if she continues to, now again, she's been struggling the last 3 or 4 games shooting the three. She's 1 for 23 in her last 3 games from beyond the arc.
What?
1 for 23.
Damn.
So if she gets worse and then she becomes kind of a role player, which I don't think is going to happen, I would say it'll die down. But if she's still going to be one of the 5 best players in the league or 10 best players in the league, and the other players still hate her, I think it's going to be a big deal because you're going to want to watch the animosity.
And I do like the rivalry aspect that she has with Angel Reese and stuff. And I've seen a lot of the comparisons.
It's not really
well, people, they're trying to force the comparison a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But that does help sell tickets and helps put butts in seats. And
right.
Like the comparison of Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark to Magic and Larry.
Right.
I mean, the NBA was built on that. So
yep.
Long term, you could say if they ride this thing out for 10 years, who's to say it's not possible? I have my doubts because it's really hard for me to watch women's basketball, but that's,
I'll watch highlights. I can't watch a full game.
Yeah.
I actually watched more women's hoops when Caitlin Clark was at Iowa. I was watching full games when she was at Iowa. Yeah. Now that she got into the WNBA, I just can't watch it. But
I mean, they shoot like layups like I would. Like they clang it into like the rim against the backboard. It's like
I know they do. Well, I mean, they're smaller people and they're not great athletes. They're not great jumpers.
Right.
So it's not like they're just going to go up and flush it, but they can shoot it. Some of these girls can shoot it. Yeah. And some of these girls are hot. Sophie Cunningham.
That's what I was going to say.
This is the important part.
Sophie Cunningham is a dime.
This is what I want to get to. So it opens the rivalry of in Caitlin Clark mania opens the door to people, guys, for the first time to watch women's basketball. Then they see how hot some of these broads are, and they're like, "Whoa, dude! I think women's basketball is kind of bazilly."
Yeah,
the Cunningham girl is a smoke show.
She's a smoke show,
and she's a firecracker too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and she was stepping up to the girl who pushed Caitlin Clark the other day.
Yep.
And so that's the kind of stuff that gets the guys who don't watch the WNBA interested.
Haley Van Lith.
Haley, yep. And then there's a girl who played at South Carolina, Chloe Kitts, who is married to one of the. She's not married. She's the girlfriend of one of the kids who got drafted last night. Can't remember his name, but anyway, he went to South Carolina, and she's a smoke show too.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean,
trying to convince everybody, Angel Reese is a smoke show, but yeah, dude, if Caitlin Clark didn't look like Jeff Hornacek, if she was hotter, she would be more popular than Steph
I don't
Curry.
think she's not heinous.
Yeah,
I think
not pretty. She's not pretty.
In her commercials and she's wearing the makeup, she's decent looking, but on the court, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's bad genetics.
I mean, yeah.
Bad genetics.
You can't have it all.
I think she looks like her dad.
Yeah, you're right. She does.
Because her mom is actually cute.
Really?
Yeah.
Is her mom a basketball player?
I think both the mom and dad were, yeah.
Isn't Jeff Hornacek's daughter like a political commentator or something?
That I don't know.
Dude, so we have a strict no sports, no politics rule on the show.
We just went sports.
He just asked you about that because he was like, he felt guilted into it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to take you behind the curtain of Shorts' brain.
Okay.
Real quick. All right.
Well, what did you want to talk about if it wasn't sports and politics? Just
Shorts,
personal
what do you
stuff?
want to talk about, dude?
Well,
just trying to
Shorts
get
is driving Lyft now?
Are you really?
Yeah, it's like the bridge quarterback job. It's the job to get
I thought you
me
were
to
being sarcastic when you said that.
For real. Yeah.
No, it's for real. It sucks.
Why Lyft and not Uber?
I don't know. I've done it before. I did it like 10 years ago when I was poor, working full time at the radio station,
Right.
Because they pay so well over there. But that, 10 years ago, I did it and I was just comfortable with it. And I don't want to be the guy that's like bouncing back and forth between Uber and Lyft. And like, it's too much
I got you.
stress. I just want to leave my house, get in the car, drive, make a couple bucks, come home, look at the baby.
Now, I don't know how those guys get paid, but you guys get paid. Do you get 50% of the fare? How does that work?
It's supposed to be 70%.
Oh, really?
According to Lyft.
Okay.
Now, that's after they take out taxes and insurance and all this stuff. So I'm not going to sit there with a calculator going. Oh,
so roughly it's about 50%.
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
Dude,
supposedly.
I mean, I have a good topic to get to, but tell them real quick about the cholas that You picked up an Arlington.
So I knew when I started doing this a couple months ago, and there are nights where it's very good money. I can make like $300 in a night, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's good cash.
Yeah.
I was like, I definitely don't want to drive drunk chicks. Like that's.
Oh, that would be annoying.
Like I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with all that. Like, So I was out driving in DC one Sunday afternoon, and I'm making my way back. This is what I try to do. I try to pick up a ride on the way back home.
Yep.
And then get home. So I get like a little Lyft alert for these girls to pick them up on Columbia Pike, right outside the Pentagon,
right.
At some casual restaurant that also happens to serve drinks. I'm like, it's Sunday at 4:00. Like how bad could this be? These 4 Spanish chicks pile into my car, hammered, and are asking me to pull over within 5 minutes of getting in the car, and they're going all the way to Manassas. So from Columbia Pike to Manassas, have to pull over so they can get out, puke all over next to the side of the car.
No way.
Yeah, and then they get back in.
But
how many of them? How many of them were thrown up?
2 of the 4. I think.
You got to describe. I mean, they were like. You ever seen that movie Dangerous Minds?
Maybe
the Coolio Gangsters. They were straight up cholas. Like
what's a chola?
Well, like the East LA Mexican.
Oh, okay, like the gang members' girlfriends.
The marker eyebrow.
Like 2 of the girls in the backseat, I heard them like talking the entire time. One was like trying to pass out. And
were they all talking Spanish?
Spanglish, like back and
Spanglish,
forth.
right?
Yeah. So the one girl was like passing out in the middle seat at the back of the car, and the girl to her left was like,
"Do you remember?" I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I just hear her go, "Oh, fuck, shit, fuck," and then her friend from the other side of the car is like, "What? What are you saying? What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, what?
What's going on, Melissa?"
and she goes, I accidentally just texted this Peruvian dude. He's like kind of cute, but not really, kind of ugly. And I didn't mean to text him, but I did.
But what about little Joker?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And then I'm like,
were you laughing? I mean, you were obviously laughing internally.
I was panicked because I'm like, they've already nearly thrown up in my car. I just bought this thing like a month ago.
Right.
Spent like $18,000. I'm paying it off.
Yeah.
And
he went like 6 months without a car. He finally like saved up money to get a
car. Right.
Yeah.
And then I got these fucking cholas in the backseat going, fuck. Shit. They've already stopped the throw up. I can smell throw up in the car, but I can't like triangulate where it's coming from.
Right.
So I'm like, there's got to be some residue. And as soon as they're out of my car, I'm just going to be like combing, fine tooth comb the entire car looking for that one chunky nugget of throw up.
Yeah.
It's in here somewhere. I can smell it.
Yeah.
So I'm panicking. The entire ride back up 66, I'm just like white knuckling, like, oh God. And then I just hear, oh fuck. Shit. I texted him again. Oh shit. I didn't mean to text
You probably heard so much shit in that trip.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And all right, so that was a long trip though.
Oh, it was a very long trip.
So you probably got paid pretty well.
I did, but it's not over.
Oh, okay.
So
that's the second act.
So I dropped them off at an apartment building in Manassas.
Right.
As they're getting out, one of them can't find their phone. They've lost it somewhere in my car. So they're, tearing everything apart, that I so delicately placed exactly where it needs to be. They're just tearing like those little like cloths, like car cloths out, throwing them all over the place. Their car is in their pocket, or their phone is in their pocket. They get out of the car and I'm like, done with them, right? Like speed off, get around the corner to stop, pull over and do a manual inspection. Let me just make sure everything's good. Let me find that nugget of puke in my car. It's here somewhere. I know it. As I open the back door to the back seat of the car, I look in and see a wet spot on not one, but 2 of the 3 seats. So they tinkled
unbelievable
little cholo pee all over my car.
That's unbelievable.
And that was at the end of all of that.
Yes. So it wasn't worth the dime.
It was a nightmare. And that's when, but here's where I warn people: do not fuck with Uber and Lyft drivers, because they do have a secret weapon. I learned about it that day. I took pictures of everything. I sent it to Lyft support. Some Indian man said, "I'm very sorry they urined in your car." And then they
that the urine
sent me like I think it was $80 for a cleaning fee,
Really?
which gets charged to the customer. He
Good.
literally said urine, by the way.
But bro, $80 for
it's still not worth
Yeah,
it. I'm
dude.
sorry.
No, it's not worth
and
it.
he was trying to argue. He was like, but that's not enough. That's on two. And he was like, it has to be on. What do you say? It has to be body. What is it? Body matter or body
matter on two
Human
of three
waste or something
surfaces
like-
or
yeah,
something
two or
like
th- yeah,
But
yeah,
because
yeah.
it was a bench seat, he counted it as one surface.
It would have been $150, but
Let me ask you this: if you're a driver and you pull up to someone and they look shady, can you just keep going? You don't have to pick them up, right?
Technically not. No,
Right.
you
I
can
mean, you don't
cancel
get penalized for that,
it. Well, they
do they penalize you?
kind of penalize you and like they lower your Q rating.
Oh,
a
they
little bit,
do?
but
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
But you can always tell your boss or whoever your manager is, say they look shady. I mean,
My boss is in India.
Yeah.
okay, well, whoever. But
My boss is
Yeah.
but I
doesn't
mean,
look
if you pulled up again at the same spot and you saw 4 Hispanic chicks
I've done
coming
that.
out who were hammered and they were vomiting, you're not picking them up.
Right. I've done that before since then.
Well,
Right.
dude, Shorts
Alert.
exclusively picks up shady people at shady times of the
Right.
night. Like,
How many what percentage of your passengers tip you cash?
Tip me cash?
Yeah, or tip you at all, Venmo or whatever.
Cash tips has happened, I think, 2-3 times in like the 3 months I've been doing it.
Really? Okay.
But yeah, I mean, one was like a really nice black lady. I was like driving her to her doctor's appointment. She actually gave me a $2 bill because I was telling her about my daughter, how she was just born, and she said, "Here's a $2 bill. This is for Olivia. Put it in her piggy bank." I was like, "Damn!" But the
So you have been tipped. That's
yeah, but
because I always tip those.
I'd
guys.
say like it's 30% of the time that people actually tip. But that's why I stick to the airport. I do airport runs up and down 267 all day long.
Yeah.
People, 80% of the people, those people
they tip. Yeah. That's
tell me
awesome.
what the
No,
brother
it's
said when you were like in that shady neighborhood. He was like,
Where was that?
Oh, that was in
like
northeast or
Baltimore?
southeast.
Oh, okay. He was like, "Don't go down."
Oh yeah. He said,
So you picked him up from where?
I picked him up from Chinatown
Okay.
and then dropped him off like past New York Avenue.
Yeah.
And there was like a line of cars at the other end of a one-way street
Yeah.
I was pulling into. And they were having a block party. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Have a good time. But then I needed them to move their cars so I could get out.
So you get that right.
And I was like, I'm very prone right now. If
Right.
somebody wanted to carjack me, they
You're
very
done.
easily could.
Yeah.
And I'm dead.
Right.
So I drop him off. And then as I'm pulling off, he goes, "Yo, when you leaving here, do not go down Buchanan." And I was like, what's happening?
Because you're gonna get jacked.
I go, "What's going on in Buchanan?" He goes, "Just don't go on down Buchanan."
Okay.
I was like, "Whoa."
So you didn't go down Buchanan.
That's nuts.
I didn't know where Buchanan was, but I did not go down.
How did you get out if they had to move their cars?
They
Or did they move their cars?
did move their cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They did. So it all worked out. But there's been some.
Yeah, he's got to
scenarios.
watch.
All right. So I hope
License
I'm not going to be working for Lyft or Uber.
Yeah.
No, don't let your kids do it either.
No.
It's terrible.
No, they're not. They're
Desperate
definitely not doing
times, dude. I always ask him why he doesn't do the food, deliver food.
Yeah, Uber Eats or something?
Said it's not worth it, or you need that human connection. He likes talking to people, so
I do.
But
it. What about bartend? You'd be a good bartender.
you would be.
No, I've got a couple interviews lined up. I'm positive I'll get something.
You'll
It's
get
just-
something. Okay.
It's just
All right. Well, let me know if
I'm
you
going to lean on you as soon as this podcast.
if you
is over.
need me to reach out to certain people in certain industries.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
I don't know a lot of people in the social media industry,
Yeah,
but
you know people. in
He'll
other
take what
industries.
he can get. You're
Yeah.
right. Like
Yeah.
all he needs to do is just say, "Poor Shorts hasn't had a job in 3 years."
What? Well, I did I had 2 movie pitches for social media jobs,
Uh-huh.
but one, right when it came time to work out the payment, and it was going to pay I don't know, not crazy money, but $3,000 a month, which is good money.
Right.
They found out that sales of the movie weren't doing quite so great.
Oh.
So they pulled their marketing budget.
All right.
And I just did another pitch for another movie last week, but I haven't heard back. But I thought the pitch went well. We'll see where that goes. But that is a niche I would love to get into, because anybody doing anything with Hollywood movies makes way too much money.
Why haven't you reached out to BDK?
He's kind of too big time. He doesn't
Yeah, but maybe he can direct you to somebody, or give you a couple connections, give you a couple numbers.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He's
I don't know.
really weird. Like when we reach out to him about like personal stuff.
Oh, really? He just kind of stays away.
Yeah, he's kind of standoff.
Gives you the Heisman.
He does Heisman.
All right.
It is what it is.
I'm sorry for over talking.
No, I like it.
Yeah, we love it. We got a gay gram. Should we go through the gay? We'll do it afterwards, right?
Sure.
All right, we'll do the gay grams afterwards. But our guy Dave Slizot said, "Would love Bish's take on the situation with your sister Oathman." Now, this is an exclusive to Patreon topic, but
Okay.
we'll discuss it here.
All right.
So my mom remarried when I was like 13,
Okay.
and so I got 2 half siblings.
Okay. Now, why did your mom remarry? Is your dad still around?
He's in Morocco. So
Okay. All right, but he's not dead.
No.
All right. But you never had a relationship with him.
I mean, I would go to Morocco some summers and stuff like that, but
What about now? You still talk to him?
I'll talk to him on Facebook and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your mom remarried.
Yeah. And so I got a younger sister, younger brother in their mid-20s. Grew up, I was in high school when they were babies, but, I would take them to movies and stuff, and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really close to them growing up. And now that I have my own kids, they're assuming that role of the older kid around they're not even kids, they're in their 20s. So my younger
But
sister,
they're older. They're the older, so they would be the aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the girls love them so much. And so my sister, who is very, we're a feminist show. We got daughters.
All right.
But she's very like free the nipple.
Oh.
I'm gonna grow out my armpit hair to,
Oh, really?
as a F you to the man, that type of.
Okay. All right. That's
So
kind of awkward.
I know, but I try to just whatever, let her be. When she comes over to our house to see the girls, she just dresses like she's barely wearing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like booty shorts. You got the sleeve, the tank top with no bra underneath. You can totally see her nipples.
You can see everything, right?
It's too much.
Right.
It's too much for me, but it's also like I don't want her influencing the girls like that. They're 3 and 5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So anyways, last time, and the neighbors say shit too. The neighbors.
He always brings up the neighbors. I think he's more concerned about the neighbors.
No, I'm not, dude. But it's just like.
Do they know who she is?
After we were like.
Okay.
Like,
after you talked to him.
Othman,
that's
is
my
your
sister.
wife out of town? Did you invite a prostitute?
That's my sister.
Yeah, have some respect.
Dude, you're begging your sister.
Right.
So, but I love her, and I love that she likes hanging out with the kids and stuff like that. But last time she was over, she was wearing what she was wearing, and as soon as she left, my daughter was like, "Can I get a shirt like she's wearing?" And it's like fucking. She's 5. She wants to wear like a belly shirt, basically.
Yeah.
Blah blah. And so
Like it's a half shirt.
Yeah. And so my wife, who's pretty conservative, she was like, we can't do this. So she tried to talk to her next time she came over. And my sister was like, if you can't accept me for the way I am, then I just won't come over. Blah,
Oh
blah,
my
blah.
God.
And she was like, no, we're not saying like wear a hijab, just like wear a t-shirt. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Just wear a regular shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Blah, blah. So time went on. She came over again. And it was almost like she was dressing up to be like an FU to us.
Yes.
And so I know. And so it was very uncomfortable. I was like pissed off, but I didn't say anything. And then like a month went by. She asked me, hey, can I come see the girls? And I was like, all right, I got to say something. So I was like, hey, in a very respectful, like, you know what I mean?
Brotherly way.
Yeah. Like, hey, I love that you
Older
love the
brotherly
girls.
way.
Yeah, more like fatherly kind of.
Fatherly there.
But
Is she attractive?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been too long since I've seen her. She's petite.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
Did I put you in a bad spot?
no. It's just I don't know how to.
That's your
answer that.
sister. All right, I get it. All right.
Hey, dude, tell us, is your sister hot?
She's not a big fat nubber. If that like.
Okay, I got
she's
you.
not like she's in shape. Or
Okay.
whatever. So.
But you wanted her to wear something a little bit more conservative, so the girls didn't see a naked girl walking in.
Would you, your sister?
But also
yes
because
or no?
it's like
Yeah.
it's just uncomfortable for So anyway, so I texted her. I was like, yeah, I would love for you to come hang out, but hey, I just got to talk to you about something. I heard last time Jess, asked you about this, and you kind of flipped out on her. I was like, I just gotta let you know that's a non-negotiable. Like, we're not asking you to do all this. Just
Right.
wear a t-shirt, whatever, basketball, whatever you want.
Right.
But nothing crazy. And she just fucking would not budge a little bit at all. She was like, the way we left the conversation was, if I have these boundaries that I'm enforcing on her, she's just not going to come over. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not telling you not to come over. I'm just saying I need you to respect these.
Yeah, this is the rule.
Over. Yeah. And so now we just left it at she's not talking to me. I'm not talking to her.
I feel your pain here.
Yeah.
I would make the rule. If she can't follow the rules, fuck her.
Yeah.
You know what?
Don't actually fuck her.
Right. But my point is, if you can't follow the rules in my house, this is my house. I got a 5 and a 3-year-old. I don't want them to see that. Follow the rules. If you can't follow the rules, you can't come over. Oh well.
That's how I think about it too. It's like, you're coming into my domain.
Yeah, I mean, it's my house.
Right.
You can't come into my house looking like that. I'm sorry. I love you, but you know what? Straighten up. I got a 5 and a 3-year-old. I don't want them to see that.
Did you ever have any situations like that when your girls were young, where like you're nervous about somebody coming around or something? I mean, I
was nervous about. There was a
Valdez lived with you at one point.
He did. He lived in the basement.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he lived there for like 3 months, maybe 6 months. I can't remember.
That's when Cocktail Valdez came out.
Oh,
that was Cocktail. But he would just come in and go in through the back because we have a basement entrance, and he would just go in and out that way. But no, that was good. But when I first moved to Ashburn, we lived in Brambleton. You know where Brambleton is. And there were some neighbors. There were a couple of neighbors that were a little shady. I didn't like their kids, so I wouldn't want my kids hanging out with their kids.
Yeah.
And I would tell them that, though. But I'll be straight up.
You would tell the parents that?
No, I would tell my kids.
Oh, okay.
I would say, right, I don't want you hanging out with them.
Oh, shit.
And if those kids ever came over to my house, I'd say, no, you got to go back. Now, they were younger. But
I mean, that's all. I wish I had the balls.
Dude, you just got to have fucking balls.
I know, man.
Even with your sister or half sister.
I mean, I told her straight up, like,
tell her, say, come on, girl.
You know what's going to suck, though, is when my mom is like, why'd you.
Well, doesn't she kind of agree with you?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You see these? I have fucking balls. Get the fuck out of my house.
I'm gonna pour this. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Somebody is asking why you didn't touch your beer yet. Yeah. So that's what's going on in my neck.
She's
like, you can't keep them sheltered forever. Blah blah. It's like, I'm not trying to keep them sheltered.
All right, but when they're 5 and 3, I don't know. So when is she supposed to come over again? Yo, you don't know yet?
Dude, maybe like in 10 years.
After the pod, I want you to show me a picture.
Okay. I will. Yeah. I mean,
shit. We got a ton of comments. I don't know. I feel like, are we?
I know, but I feel like it disrupts the conversation, the flow of conversation.
Well, just give me one comment.
Okay. Here's one. Is Jason concerned about? All right, this is not us.
Right.
Is Jason concerned about EB's declining brain function? Forgetting Jason was on the show last week, full-on conspiracy theory embracer, not remembering Giraf's favorite teams, etc.
There is an issue there. I would agree. I just think that, first of all, Bickle's having trouble sleeping. I think he's having real issues with his sleep, process. Mm-hmm. So I think that when he comes into work, he's still in a fog. Yeah. So I think he's not remembering. The fact that he couldn't remember that I was there the previous week, that was stunning to me.
Well, how about that?
That was stunning.
How about that?
But I think it's because his sleep cycle is so effed up.
So he's like he's not escaping the fog of sleep.
He's not. When he comes in, he's still in a fog.
Because there was that one day where he was talking about watching like the DC Defenders game, and he was like, I swear they called them the Commanders. Yeah, with the UFL. Like, yeah. What was happening?
There's no way if they called them the Commanders, it was by mistake.
For the entire game?
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah. He's just in a fog.
Yeah, he's got to be. That's a good way of explaining it. Yeah. That would explain a lot.
But am I worried about it? Is that what the guy said?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I really don't give a fuck. I come in, I do my thing, and I make fun of him if he sounds stupid and forgetful, and I just do my thing.
It is true though. When you guys get out of the studio, because you've gone, it's basically mental. What do they call that?
Gymnastics.
No. Mental reps. You've done it so many times.
Yeah.
So many shows. When you get out of there, you just forget everything that happened, right? Pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, unless someone brings it up, but yeah, I mean, we've been doing it for so long. The 4 hours goes by, and then we leave and we go through our lives, and we come back the next day. We start it all over again. Now, the fact that Bickle can't remember that I was there the previous day, that's a little weird to me. I mean, but oh shit. But no, you're right. We've been doing it. We've been doing it fucking 30 years.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
30 times, I don't know, 160 shows a year. I don't know, whatever. Take the vacations and weekends out of it. That's a lot of fucking shows.
Have you ever had to do the show like? I mean, I don't know if other people struggle with sleep as much as like EB does or I do, but have you ever had a night where you just can't go to sleep and then you like have to just drive into work the next morning and just deal with it?
No, because I take melatonin.
Okay. Yeah.
So I take sleep aids all the time.
Okay.
Because I have to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
If I don't sleep at all, I'm miserable.
All
I'm Ms.
So you've never pulled an all-nighter and had to...
No, I pulled all-nighters, but that's only because we were doing shows from the Borgata.
Yeah.
And I was out playing blackjack until 5:45.
Right.
I wish you guys would bring those back.
And that would be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun.
It was so.
I don't think they're coming back, but but now, I'm 55. I have to sleep.
Yeah.
That's why I go to sleep at 8:30, 8, sometimes earlier.
You get, like tired by around like
just
8?
fucking tired, man.
Yeah,
my body gets tired.
I mean, waking up that early it's no joke.
Every morning, I'm out of bed at no later than 4:07.
God.
Because I have my alarm set at 4:07, but I'm always up before 4:07, and I always turn it off. So it goes off maybe once a month, but
what, like your nervous energy wakes you up, or like
just
biological clock?
Yeah, just
the circadian rhythm.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Just the stress of knowing you have to get up.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking at the clock. I sleep hard for about 4 hours, and then from 1 to 4:07, I'm up every 45 minutes.
Oh, God.
Dude, it fucking sucks.
Do you think you'll ever be able to go back to sleeping normal? Like whenever you do eventually get to retire?
I don't know. That's a good question. I always think about that.
Or by then you're probably just hardwired. You'll take melatonin and go back.
I'll still take melatonin.
Yeah.
But I think my body clock has been so set in a way that I think when I'm 65, hopefully I get there.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with getting up early, but I don't want to have to get up. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay to get up early, but I don't want to have to get up.
You're going to be like an old military guy. You're going to be like rain or shine up at 0300 hours.
I'm up. Right. But I don't want to. The fact that I know I have to get up and get in the car and drive 45 minutes, that's the part that sucks.
Yeah.
But if I don't have to get up, all right, if I lean over and it's 4:07, okay, well, I can nod off for another 45 minutes. All right, so it's 5. All right, I'll nod off for another 20 minutes. I'm fine with that, but knowing you have to get out of the bed and go down to the car sucks.
Start the day.
Yeah. When I'm up, I'm up. So I don't relate in that way. But can you just talk? This is so funny. I heard you talk about this recently. The compulsion that you have with the gas is so funny to me. Like, do you know what caused that, or is it just something that just kind of appeared in your life one day?
I think it just. So I when I go to a gas station and I fill up, I have to have it on the zeros in terms of dollars.
Yeah.
If I want to put $20 in it and I go to 2001, well, I got to go to 21 zeros.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on, man. It's probably been the last 7-8 years that's happened.
Oh, so it's like a relatively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Because I used to fill up all the time and just fill up, and then all right, maybe it was $48.57.
Yeah.
I had no problem. There's no way I can do that anymore.
Huh.
Unless I know I'm going on a road trip where I need a full tank.
Yeah.
But when I go into work, I know it's only going to take me for 2 days. If I put $20 in, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I fill up every couple of days. I don't know why I do this, but I fill up every couple of days, and I have to get to $20 right on the spot, right on the zero. And if I don't, I have to go to the 21. And if I go to $20.93, I got to go to 21. If I go to 21.96, I got to go to 22. Dude, I'm fucked up.
I love that, dude.
I don't know, man. That's just the way I am.
Well, everybody's got weird quirks like that, but that is just so funny to like hear you explain it. I mean, most people don't take the time to explain their weird quirks. That's what's funny
weird.
about
I know it's strange.
What weird quirks have you developed in the past 7 years?
Oh, we can't talk about it.
Okay.
There's probably tons.
I'm surprised you don't just fill up every time.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
one of
you
the
like
weird.
going to
That's
the
one of
gas
the weird
station.
quirks
I mean, I kind of get sized to go to the gas station a little bit, you know,
because
just like see what they have to offer inside.
He likes to buy like candies, like assorted candies.
Yeah.
oh, okay, I got
He
you.
likes to
Or like kind of scope out like what kind of brown person is going to be working the cash register.
like your kind or another kind.
Yeah, like
Well, when I go to the gas
this is our
station,
turf or
when I go to the gas station, there's no brown person, white person, black person.
oh really?
It's because it's at 4 a.m. There's no one working.
Oh yeah, because of the little convenience store part is
They're closed. It's just me.
Dude, you know what pisses me off about Ashburn? All the gas stations that have 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
They're all those gas stations that it's like the gas comes first, then the 7-Eleven comes second.
Mhm.
You know, they'll have like random brands that aren't 7-Eleven brands, or, you know, it's not like an actual 7-Eleven when you go inside.
Right.
It drives me crazy because it's like 7-Eleven is such a uniform brand. You want consistency. Why can't they just serve the 7-Eleven products?
Which one do you? I only go to I go to the Harris Teeter.
There's
I
one
don't
by
know what
Ryan
you're talking
Tark
about.
that's a mess.
What-
There was one by a little further down the road that closed.
What 7-Eleven brand products are you?
Well, I just mean like the 7. I want the
It's
full
not a
slate.
Oh, I know the one that the one that closed. Yeah, I know.
I
that
want the
exactly.
full slate of 7-Eleven stuff. I don't
You
want
mean
like,
like you don't
I don't want
want
like another third-party gas station sandwiches. I want 7-Eleven sandwiches.
Okay.
In Ashburn, they're all third-party 7-Eleven.
See, I just go to the Harris Teeter gas station. So
big time.
that's because the Harris Teeter because I get points.
And also,
And I get seriously, I'll punch in my card, and sometimes I'll have 40 cents off per gallon.
and you're
Oh,
like
wow.
2001.
And-
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I still got to do that. Yeah, I don't fill up then either. I actually lose money that way. It's so stupid. But at least for the $20, I'm getting 40 cents off per gallon.
What are your favorite spots in Ashburn? Because honestly, this is a question from my wife.
He was okay.
She wanted to know favorite spots to eat.
Yeah.
Out at
Pause.
in Ashburn, and also maybe go for drinks like when she's not around.
What kind of drinks does she like?
She likes like Miller Lights.
Oh, so she's just a beer drinker?
But
Yeah.
he said when she's not around.
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't
okay,
really-
gotcha.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, what do you like? You just like beer?
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah.
Does she like wine?
I don't know. She's still like breastfeeding.
Oh, okay.
You know,
All right, but before she was pregnant, did she like
she would
wine?
drink like seltzers and shit like that. So it's like
She's kind of
typical
boring.
Basic.
She's
girl
kind of
shit.
boring.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll tell you what, the spot that I like, and it's been open since last February, so February 24.
Yeah.
It's a sports bar called Rubino's, and
I tried their steak and cheese like 3 weeks ago. It's awesome.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's how I found it. I was like Googling steak and cheese Ashburn.
Oh,
and
it's
everybody was like,
unbelievable.
this is the best place.
Did you dine in or did you just carry
I
out?
took it on.
Okay. Well, it's also a great sports bar. They have 11 TVs that are 85 inches, and it's the best sports bar in Ashburn. So if you want to watch a game or whatever, it's the best viewing in all of Ashburn.
It's almost like you've got the ad reads still fresh in your mind.
Well, dude, that's my boy. Steve Rubino is my boy.
Which one in particular?
Which Rubino's?
Yeah.
It's the sports bar, which
Aren't
is
there like
in
multiple ones?
Broadlands.
Dude, I bet
There
you
are.
could
There,
get you
there
a bartending job there.
Certainly.
probably.
We can look
It's his
into it.
boy.
If not a bartending job, he can be a cook,
Yeah, or
cook some pizza,
or a
or
bus
make
boy.
some cheesesteaks.
Yeah. I mean,
No, but that's one of my spots, and it's so close to my house. So 11 TVs, huge TVs. Anytime we want to watch a game or golf or whatever, that's the spot. Italian Pazzo Pomodoro.
just tried that for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I've been looking at it for like a year.
And
like,
your thoughts?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The layout inside is
The
weird.
layout sucks.
So weird.
No, it sucks.
It's a little off-putting.
No, it sucks.
Right.
So that's why when my wife and I go, we'd like to sit at the bar because that's the only comfortable spot. If you have to go with another couple or two couples, it's uncomfortable, but the food's great.
That bar was on fire. There were a lot of people there.
Oh yeah, it's a popular spot.
But the pizza.
I used to see Jack Del Rio there all the time.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, he used to go there.
Shocker.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that is the dream, to have a comfortable home that you live in. Your life is comfortable. You got a bar nearby that you're cool with going to all the time. You know what I mean? Your wife doesn't get mad at you because you drink, 3 beers every other night. That's where it's at.
But since Othello lives in Reston, you haven't been to Open Road yet, Distilling? Oh, that's a spot in Reston Town Center.
Yeah, I saw that recently. Like
that's a good spot.
Isn't that the guy that owns? He owns something else too. Right?
He owns Circa,
yeah.
And he owns El Bebe, and he owns Open Road. He owns Trio in Falls Church. But Open Road, it's near your house.
Okay,
it's a great spot. It's
all
a sport. It's not really a sports bar. It's a restaurant with sports, TVs. There's a sports element there, but the food's great and it's huge. It's good action.
Yeah, we got a question from our guy Ron Mexico. He says, "Is Bish even TV volume guy or multiples of 5 guy?"
All right, explain that question.
Because the gas bit.
Oh, even TV or multiples of 5. I think when it comes to the TV, I'm just random. I'm just rando.
Yeah.
All right, this is kind of funny. David G says the FCC should let Bish drop 1 "I don't give a fuck" per show. That one came off clean. People were liking it,
dude. You know what's funny is, and I brought this up a couple days ago, when Trump dropped Iran and Israel don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
When's the last time a president to the media dropped a fucking F-bomb?
Never. Literally
That's never happened, probably.
But it's such a funny meme, though. Like, if you can remove yourself from, like, all right, these are actual people's lives at stake.
Right.
No sports,
just
no politics.
look at it, you go, it's a pretty
no
funny
sports, no politics.
It's a pretty funny meme. Like,
bit,
people are, like, using it to say, like, why HR? Why did you call your coworkers,
right,
the R word?
Right.
And then Trump meme. Because they don't know what the
fuck they're doing. Yeah. I thought that was hilarious.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was like AI.
Oh, you did?
This can't be
real.
Actually do that.
Real.
Yeah.
But
real
that's your typical, because he wasn't a politician, so that he was just a businessman. So that's what he would probably say in all his meetings. And they don't know. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I thought that was unbelievable because you've never seen that. Now you've seen it when the media catches Bush or someone, Clinton, saying something off mic.
Yeah, hot mic, yeah.
But to say it to the media, no one's going to get out to billions of people.
He's literally saying it to like 15 different cameras.
I know. It was funny to me.
Dude, it's interesting. I mean, no sports, no politics, but it's interesting how people are torn about it because, like, on one hand, I kind of appreciate how, like, we get to see what he's actually, like, thinking and saying. But on the other hand, my friends who hate him are like,
why would he say that to the media?
He shouldn't be acting like that. So
I can't get into it.
Yeah, of course not. Dude, did you want to read the Grams, by the way?
Sure. I mean, we're almost done. He's got. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and read the.
All right, you can read it.
Grams. All right, here we go.
You don't have to play the sound, but
okay, I won't. Yeah, we got.
I just don't want to leave the dogs.
Okay, this is from our guy Dave Slizot. Would love Bish's take on the situation I'm dealing with. And Ernesto, this is early on. He said, "Welcome to IDM."
Shout outs.
New listeners here. That's pretty much the gay Grams.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Jason.
Wait, so are you actually gonna like? I mean, here's the thing. People ask him how they can help him all the time.
Yeah, and
he thinks he's a burden to everybody, so he never follows through with
right.
anything. Are you actually gonna? He even just like a mention on the air could probably hook you.
Yeah,
dude. Tell him how long you've actually been unemployed, dude. The construction job was a charity job from my friend and a listener of
2 years.
So,
2 years.
2 years unemployed.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it did work for that like year plus.
And he can't collect unemployment because our friend gave him a temporary job, so he kind of like whoring him.
Well, tomorrow I'll mention the fact that I did the pod.
Hell yeah.
And then I'll talk about the fact that you have been unemployed. I mean, you work at Lyft.
See, this is gonna come off so bad,
bro. It's the truth, dude. Who cares?
It is the truth.
It is the truth. All right.
And so, whatever you want me to say, I'll say. But
Should I send you a script?
Yes, you bullet points. But I've got friends in the building industry, but it doesn't sound like you want to go back into that industry.
I just don't want to be swinging a sledgehammer all day. That shit's the crazy part.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk to my guys, but
your Van Meter guys.
Well, Van Meter, and I've got some other friends, but again, I just don't know what your experience is, and I don't know what they're looking for, what you're looking for. But we could talk. Yeah. I'll hook you up, bro.
Thank you.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. He won't say anything to you. He won't mention it again.
But you need to fucking work.
I know, man. I got to get out of this house.
You got to get out of the house, and you got to start making some cash.
Yeah.
And you got to start putting away for college.
What is your honest read about him doing the Lyft bit? Like, be honest.
I think you can't do that.
Yeah. It's a temporary thing. Believe me, I didn't want to get stuck. Here's what happened.
Because eventually someone's going to try to freaking rob you.
I know.
And they might kill you. They might shoot you right in the head.
We got a camera that I got to put in the car. But it started off as a temporary thing. What happened was the baby came in February, right? I had a bunch of money saved up, and I wanted to be around helping get the house ready for the baby. And so I was just burning through cash. The baby comes, burning through cash. Baby's 2 months old, burning through cash. Bought a car. Now there's nothing left. Have to do something. That's really what happened.
Right.
So I pigeonholed myself. I painted myself in a corner. So
yeah,
there we go.
Well, what about
all your? This sounds so fucking.
What about all your listeners? What do you only got like 80 listeners?
Stop
I mean, that's been keeping him afloat.
I mean, seriously,
a little bit, but
someone's gonna hear this and they're gonna hook
trust
you up.
me, we've both, we've both tried to get every single job we can out of the dogs.
But you want to go social media number one.
Well, I just want to. I'm good at it. I'm very good at it. And
no, I feel like you'll take anything as long as it's not, lining up outside of Home Depot with the Mexicans.
Yeah, that's really hard.
You know what I mean?
All right, well, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Dude, Othello does this. I'll go, dude, come on. You're putting like a dark spin on this. You're making it seem really sad and depressing. He goes, it is sad.
It is. I think you know that.
Dude.
I think you lay down at night and when your 5-month-old is sleeping and your wife's sleeping, and you think, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I've got to correct my life.
If I kill myself now, she won't remember.
Right. No, we'll try and hook you up.
Don't worry, baby. Daddy's got you. Oh, Daddy doesn't have you.
Daddy doesn't. Daddy's struggling.
Oh shit.
We do this because we care, dude. We love you. I'm talking about shit. I've been unemployed for but long. I know what it feels like, dude. You know what happened? I know you got to wrap up here, but you know what happened to him that actually sucks?
Mm-hmm.
That we can just put it out there. This was when he first got laid off, not fired, from Odyssey,
right?
And he was so our friend gave him a job, right?
Right.
He kind of fucked that up. That's okay. We're still friends with the guy. We still love the guy. So he got experience doing construction when he was doing that, right? And so he started applying to places to do the same type of work. He applied to this one place. I don't know if you want to give their name. We could just, I don't know. But he got like really deep into the interview process. By the way, what kind of construction company makes you interview 3-4 times? Like, let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot.
So
I would think 2 at the most.
Yeah.
4?
So he did like an on-site visit. All this shit was like, they loved him. He told them, because she who shall not be named, and because I said this too. I was like, they have a required bachelor's degree. You're not gonna fucking be, building shit. Like,
right.
Who cares? Just say yeah. When they were ready to hire him, they're like, all right, we just need the background check, and then
what, they needed to see a diploma?
They did the background check.
Really?
They found out that he doesn't have a degree.
Dude, it was like it's like I was interviewing for the CIA.
I thought you had a degree.
It was no. It was no, because I stopped to work full time at the radio station.
Did you really? I had no idea.
Yeah, that was it.
He's got a Connecticut School of Broadcasting degree.
That was a very bad career choice looking back on it. No, so they actually made an offer and then they rescinded it. It was butt embarrassing.
Oh, dude, I'm
Isn't
sorry,
that
man.
crazy? Like they loved him. They were like fine with him doing the work, and they were like, "Oh shit."
All my buddies in the construction industry, they require a degree. So I'm sorry.
You're fucked.
I'm sorry. I can't even mention it now. You'll be fine, man. We'll get you something.
It's all good.
Well, thank you so much for the time, dude.
All right, man.
Every year we love
Appreciate
talking to
it.
you. We appreciate it.
Was it easier than you imagined? Were you a little trepidatious coming over here today?
No, not at all.
Good.
It was all good.
No, Jason is the one dude we talked to where I'm like, it's gonna be fine. Every time I talk to EB, I'm like,
I'm the easiest guy to talk to. Believe me.
I agree. I think
all the other guys, they're hard to talk to. First of all, JP talks too much. Bickle hard to talk to, and he'll forget your name.
Yeah.
And then Cakes, I mean, who knows? He's all over the place. But this is cool. I like coming here, and thanks for having me and appreciate it. And we'll try and get you a job soon.
12 months from now, coming back?
12 months.
All right.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
June of 26, bro.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming by. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Check us out on Patreon for more extended coverage. Patreon.com/IDM pod. We do, 2-3 shows a week, something like that.
3 times a show.
We've got an entire back catalog of over 350 episodes for you guys to dig through and sink your teeth into and fill that void in your life that you're missing. So thanks for checking us out. We'll see you guys tomorrow with Drab and Valdez, right?
Hell yeah. Bit doesn't matter.
All right. Shout outs. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, assalamu alaikum, my niggas. What's good?